Hello, 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 hello. I'm Bree. Let's jump into a reading to see what the karmic people around you are facing for, you know, whatever harmful things they did to you, anything they did to try to stop, hurt, harm you, prevent you from living your destined path by God, things like that. What do they have to atone for? What is their repercussions? What karma are these energies facing? So we're going to jump into another reading like that. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much to all my returning subscribers. I do appreciate you. All you high vibing people who are here for genuine reasons. Now let's find out what karmics in your energy are going to be facing. That's a stop to their dominion, a stop to their power. They're facing legal cases by fierce public defenders. This is large authorities being stopped. Their dominion being removed, their control aspect being removed and being blocked through all kinds of courts, whether that be here spirit or spiritually. So that's like 3D court or whatever. And also like right down here and having to face the repercussions for whatever they've done based on universal law and karmic order, things like that. You or they could be, you could be an African American woman. They could be trying to use magic against you. You could have fire somewhere highly placed in your chart or trine in your chart. You could have fire in your north node or your top 3 placements. And then we see the magician here. They don't understand why they can't hurt or harm you when they certainly try to use every tool in the book. Looks like they're concerned as to why you are so able to prevent these things from coming your way, these nasty elements they keep trying so hard to throw your way. Definitely demonic. I got a glimpse of the devil at the bottom of the deck and I'm told to pull it. This is all, evil related. These energies coming towards you are nothing but pure evil. They don't have to if they don't want to. The chains are free, as you know. It's a choice. Some of these people are doing it electronically through food and drinks, through words, stabbing you in the back, trying to prevent blocks, by trying to make any situation you go through feel like it's, you're walking on hot coals or something like that. They could be doing it through electronic devices, musical elements, speaking, spoken word, things of that nature. But certainly trying to throw all of their darkness at you that they can. They're showing fortitude and trying to continue on to the sinking ship. They're going to be stopped by the Queen of Discs, kind of like energy. There's communication going back and forth. Swords of people, other people. There are other swords. There are other ways in which they're going to get caught. There are other elements of truth to the piercing this heart. And the effort in which they show against this public defender is going to be shown in all the different methods that they use. Could be 9 different methods or more, 9 different groups, 9 different people or more, organizations and such of that nature. It could be 9 different things at one time, but all of that's going to be shown. There are connections. Earth signs, predominantly Earth. Well, actually, I have everybody here presenting. So they're using a bunch of people to do this, and they have all signs, to be quite frank. but you might know the major players. The devil is Capricorn energy. And then we also got a Queen of Disc here. So we know that there's a negative low aspected Capricorn coming towards a high aspected earth sign or fire sign. Someone who's on the up and up. You got energies that are nowhere near the up and up coming towards this energy. And you can see the direct tie between the magic, the devil, and the organization and organizations. Trying to create obstacles and delays and using structure to do so. But they would have to communicate in order to do that. And that leaves some sort of a trail, whether it's a literal paper trail with the swords or like an energetic trail, kind of with the x-ray of the body. It definitely leaves a trail. So a lot of communication about this public defender energy going back and forth as well. This person could have had their information doxed by groups and organizations. So a lot of people know this person's phone number, have access to this person's device, home, and things of that nature. Watch them cook, eat, communicate, watch TV or anything of that nature. Use science to create disruptions in this person's home and life and not just magic and stuff. Use other humans, to create obstacles and create blocks, but their blocks are here already. So you vibing with this and or you're genuinely here, go ahead, give me a thumbs up and let me know what's up. Appreciate those of you who are here, who are positive white light beings, just here for the info. Can you give us some more on this toxic, demonic energy? This dark magic going back, this dark magic that is not working. Things of that nature. Anything else you want to let us know in regards to this? People are being harassed. You could be being harassed when you're on your computer. People could be sending you harassing comments, thinking about how they can harass you in different ways when you're using electronics and such, or trying to communicate in any way. Truth coming out about that very quickly. And truth is traveling about it right now. You have a lot of people talking about the truth coming out, trying to prevent the truth from coming out, which is impossible. Not with these two side by side. They know about the truth. They know about what's going on. They're just trying to keep it from coming to the light of day, which is impossible, considering how much time and effort they put towards things that weren't going to help them. Oh, it's beautiful to hear the leaves outside. All is for the fallen. And so, you see this truth bringing in a lot of abundance, but this devil energy used a lot of illusions, could have used alcohol, drugs, drinking, and things of that kind of effect in addition to magic to keep people tied to it, to keep them doing things for money or whatever. This is an important time for this nasty energy. It's almost like a birthday, end of a contract type of thing for this energy, and it knows it. This energy knows the truth about an agreement that was broken. Because this energy was just trying to get abundance, and it's not going to work that way. All right, this could involve medical or any other aspect or area of your life, work, home. You see medical on the board. Anybody who speaks, performs music, use a computer every day, which is many people in civilized nations, constructing truths, constructing illusions, using pinnacles and money to do it, electronics and things of that nature, and groups, organized groups, and it's coming to an end. There's a new beginning that's coming to an end. And that's just what it is. Fall is for the fallen, and there's nothing that can be done. You might even notice some weirdos, some people who are absolute like demonic weirdos doing some weird stuff on the 20th because of the moon cycle and stuff. That's not going to be fruitful. All right, let's get some of my cards and see what else is going on. God, can you tell us what's going on? Can you give us some more details about the karma coming towards these people? So this nasty energies and this stuff with the magic and stuff is coming to the light, and people are going to celebrate the end of it. This is going to be huge celebrations everywhere. It's going to cause massive change and corrections. Toxic karmics woke up society with medications, etc. Jokes on them. God wins. So we'll put that down here with the truth and next to the science for obvious reasons. Now, you will be receiving unexpected money in about a week. So that's beautiful. That's your abundance coming in, your light for being a light being, for not being involved in any of this stuff. And you hear the loud little bucket car out there that needs a tune-up. That was great little confirmation. You will be proven true. We see that here with the Ace of Swords anyway, and the public defender. We know that if you're on the side of honesty and doing what's right, you don't have anything to worry about. Truman Show, exposed to the masses publicly. So those who try to create an illusion and a Truman Show for other people to live within and puppeteer their lives are going to be busted, because they're basically going to find out that this universe is God's creation. You're going to be able to take a short break coming up soon. Could be with this unexpected money coming up, or you could be taking a short break right now, or again, you do have that coming up in the near future. You have con artists around you, which we see here with this Truman Show and with this devil energy. You have smooth sailing ahead with these new beautiful cycles coming in as this toxic energy gets cleaned up out the universe, basically. Toxic karmics don't know God already blocked their plans. So all these things that keep plotting and planning behind your back and showing so much fortitude to stop you from having fertility, a family, or any other form of growth we see here with the matriarch have already been stopped. You can't plan for the grand design that God already created that's already been planned. You can only act out your part in the show or get back on your right path, and be on the right hand of God, on the right side of God. Toxic karmic, sex magic is going haywire, bad karma. So you're going to see a lot of karmic people going through breakups and things of that nature, or karmic people who tried to trap other people into pregnancies and things of that nature, finding out that the father or, of their child is actually just another karmic and not the good person they tried to trap, and just things like that coming out. You're going to find out that they had STDs, people, and just things like that, and the nasty things they were doing behind closed doors when you don't have any self-respect, when you don't respect yourself or your body, and you're able to be easily lured into salacious situations. So, toxic karmics, God attached tricksters and watchers to the evildoers. God creates these beings, God controls these beings, energies whenever he wants to, snap his finger and make changes in any sort of a way, celestial or universal. So it looks like all these nasty magical things that they were throwing at you, God threw back at them. You will see your enemies fall and fail. That's probably part of the positive karma you're going to have moving forward as all their tricks come out to the public. You'll be able to see them get exposed for the things that they do. to harm you or to hold you back in life or to keep you in cycles that you've already completed. And then you're, doing readings and stuff, and you're like, wait a minute, I earned this. This is my karma. Where'd it go? They took it and they have to give it back. It won't work out in your best interest. So I would make sure that you don't connect with this con artist energy that's around you that's trying to come back. I don't care if it's a family friend or some form of a nasty offer. If you get a bad vibe, like, don't go with it. That is your intuition. That is your higher self saying there's a reason we're giving you a bad vibe. They are trying to ensnare you in a devilish trap or some sort of a messed up living, work, or contract of some sort. And just make sure you're keeping your energy clean and you're staying prayed up also. With that said, toxic karmic stabbed everyone they know in the back, so they don't have no support system left. They went around stabbing everybody in the back, throwing magic around, trying to create barriers and stops in other people's lives to manipulate them and to bribe them and to get them to do what they wanted them to do. And that just showed who your true character are, what your true character is. And if a criminal thinks they can trust another criminal, you're America's dumbest criminal. You know what I mean? Anyway, you are a high-ranking godly being and you are very protected. And we do see nods and notes of that with the public defender card, the magic not being able to work on you and being returned to sender. This devil energy not being able, regardless of the fortitude that it shows towards you, to stop you from being a matriarch because you're still that grounded energy and they can't stop the truth or any abundance coming towards you. And we also see that in the fact that this cycle is still coming to completion and you're creating a new start. That's godly ordained. So it's like a waste of time with the dust of the energy of this nasty devil energy that's left, this Capricorn energy that's left. It's like, man, get a life from what's left of it. People are protecting you. You genuinely have people, whether you see them or not, who are protecting you. They're God sent. You're highly ranked spiritually. You got people all around you protecting you all day, every day, because criminals are present in your environment, in your neighborhood, around you, trying to hurt you, trying to harm you, posing as fake friends, posing as neighbors, posing as the person at the store, posing as the person at your favorite, whatever. They're a criminal. They're part of this organization. They're part of these groups trying to stop you in different ways, hurt you, harm you, intimidate you in any kind of way they can. And since magic and technology and things aren't working, they're using physical things like we saw to try to create dominion and barriers and blockages. But those things aren't working either. But you've got those criminals present. Toxic karmic STDs cannot be healed. So we know what that means when you have STDs that cannot be healed. They're either, one of those, something that you'll have to take a lifelong medicine for, or something that's way more detrimental to that. And that would just be their karma for the way that they sleep around anyway and do things. Good business trip for you is coming up. You're going to make some money on some sort of an upcoming meeting or trip that you'll have very soon. And that's good karma coming in for you. Someone is speaking highly of you. It could be some of these people who are protecting you, speaking very highly of you. It could have to do with this business success that you'll see coming in, So, hey, guys, if y'all want to keep up with that, make sure you turn your notifications on because I do get shadow banned. So if y'all want to keep up with those financial lines, I think I'm going to start doing just financial readings too. So if that's something y'all want. But anyway, big money, nice. This is a big deal. Or a couple of big deals, or a lump sum of money in a deal. Okay, it's a lump sum of money in a deal. And it's coming from some, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. The big money is coming, is karmic. The money that's coming to you is because of positive karma. It could potentially be coming from a karmic. But this over here, this good business trip or something for you is different from that. That is something new. So for those of you who might be looking for a job or working on some sort of a business and it's a viable, great idea, you've been that looks like that's going to be paying off soon. So keep working towards that fertility. And, keep your energy clean. That's super important. Stay prayed up. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So toxic karmics, network, system, and grid, total failure coming. God destroyed ugly. We know that. If you're very spiritual and you're into the Bible and everything, you know that. They are insecure and don't like you, probably because they're criminals and they know you know that. You know about revelations, you know about judgment, you know about all of that. So they're pretty insecure. And if you're spiritual, they probably don't like you. You're probably being gang stalked or harassed in some kind of a way during like spiritual holy war and all that kind of stuff. But they already lost. So anyway. But if you vibe high, you already know that. And you know it's just coming to the 3D. But anyway, conflicts resolved in about a week. So you have some sort of a big changes coming in your life and some sort of a positive aspect in about a week. One of your minor conflicts will be resolved, or one of your conflicts will be resolved in that time frame as well. You do have people protecting you, and there's some money coming in this time. You also might take a trip during this time or plan one with this money, or that trip could be your business trip. So it might be work and play. Some of you is going to be work and play. Okay. Toxic karmics, now scared of your spiritual gifts. Well, they threw enough magic at you. They threw the whole devil at you and every demon that could conjure and nothing worked. They should be. All right. Two-faced sellouts. They should be scared. You know who lives in fear? People who do bad things. People who have faith in God do not walk a day in their life living in fear because you have faith in God. People who walk with the devil tend to walk in fear because they're scared of their actions. They're scared of when the devil's gonna call their soul due or whatever. You don't have to live in fear. Fear is a product of the devil. Light and love is a product of God. Period. Point blank. Toxic karmics use their bodies as payment to send dumb idiots to stalk you. So that could be why some of them have STDs that can't even be healed, and people are gonna find out about it because they were sleeping around just to go send their boyfriend or something to go harass you or something. Study, train for school or work. So I think this has to do with one, your spiritual upgrades and getting spiritual gifts and things and this godly protection. But I also think this has to do with whatever thing you're working on related to school, business, or work. You see positive changes in doing a lot of work in the background related to those things. All right. You're going to buy a home soon. Good karma. So it looks like, you have finances coming in during this time that's going to help you resolve some sort of conflict and allow for you to relocate. For those of you riding high on this wave, toxic karmic, found in contempt of court, perjury. So these two-faced sellouts are going to perjure themselves in court. You're going to see kindness shown to you during this time. Obviously, godly rewards, and you're protected in the 3D by humans as well as, celestially, and some sort of a resolution, but kindness is going to be shown to you and it's genuine. Something about there's a new respect level or something. Respect levels change. Okay. God will be rewarding you with an abundance of self-care, massaging you one. So this could be when you take this business trip. Again, maybe it'll be business for pleasure. You'll get a massage while you're there at the hotel or something of that nature, or just be able to treat yourself. If you're a man, maybe go to your barber or get a massage or something really cool, or whatever relaxes you. And if you're a woman, maybe you're going to the beauty salon, or maybe you're going to a day spa or something of that nature, but you'll have the time and the finances to be able to do it coming up soon. Blessings, castings and spells against you have been returned and blocked to sender. And we saw that earlier, and I mentioned that before those cards even came out, that they already would have been reflected if you ever even get to this point. You'll be in the spotlight. Recognition is received. It's good karma. So it looks like some of you people are going to be receiving, maybe it has to do with your work. Things that you might do within your community. You could be graduating from something positive, some sort of an upgrade in your life, some sort of a completion of something, but it puts you in a positive spotlight. No means no. It's what you've had to tell these people, and the universe has had to tell these people. Toxic karmics, hidden cameras are streaming to good law enforcement. So apparently, if you have toxic karmics around you doing illicit things, the very things that they use to watch you are being watched by good variations of them, I guess you could say. 32 to 35 years old. So somebody 32 to 35 years old could be involved in this toxicity, could be a karmic. That could be your age range. They could have started when you were at this age range or anything of the sort. But 32 to 35, a lot of people probably within that age range are involved in this hidden camera system and, violating you to the point where you have to say no means no. Smart people don't believe their lies. So it looks like these people who are running around slandering and telling lies, like I kind of mentioned earlier, are coming to realize that people aren't believing them. It's becoming a little bit more difficult to slander because people are, smart, woke, and just don't believe lies. Angels are descending on evildoers. So that's just what's up. That's just what's happening. It's just that time of revelations and everything. And we kind of see that here. Although this isn't the most angelic kind of deck like that, it's more modern. But with that said, you kind of see that with the massive change that you see happening here. Issues resolved. So we see issues being resolved, major cycles coming to an end, and we do have several major arcanas here on the board. And just other important high cards like the matriarch, the ace of swords, but we also got the mash, the devil, and the universe. Those are three majors. Those are huge. Toxic, karmic, and toxic karma. Community perks can't stay on script. So you have people going off the script of harassment towards you, doing things they aren't really scripted to do, helping to get them caught up. They could be responding to you while you singing and dancing in your home. They could be turning your Wi-Fi off and on. They could be turning devices on and all kinds of crazy things, kind of like being watched on cue when they do it. Financial increase is coming for you, which is beautiful energy for those of you who are not toxic. Toxic karmics arrested at the airport with fake visas or something of the sort. So you're going to see a couple of people, if you watched yesterday's video, this is happening and beginning to happen. It's going to continue to. Great change is coming in fast for you and for those good people of the world who don't deserve to deal with these toxic karmics, who all only deserve to deal with each other. Your family and friends took money to hurt you, and karma is kicking their butt because everything's getting returned to sender. You'll need to be firm and crystal clear. And again, we've already seen the no means no energy with this devil. And you've said no repeatedly. So get over yourself and move on with your life and stop standing in your own way. Move on, nasty energy. You have no choice. God is showering you with spiritual gifts. Give thanks. So make sure you're thanking God in advance if these things have begun. Or even if they haven't even begun in your life and you've just been manifesting and working your butt off, and people are creating literal people and groups and things are getting together to create obstacles in your life that aren't part of your destined path for selfish demonic reasons. People are distracting themselves from those criminals, or people are distancing themselves from those criminals. So just like we saw down here, we know people with common sense and people who are woke know this is evil and this is demonic. They don't want to be around these people. They don't want to be a part of that, and they're making it crystal clear and distancing themselves from it. Make sure you continue to cleanse your personal space every day. The space that you live in, you drive in, keep some salt or something in there. Keep an incense in your car. Make sure you burn incense, Palo Santo, sage, anything of the sort. You can use lucky items if you have them, things that you feel are lucky. You can use an heirloom or anything of the sort. But make sure that you keep your personal space in your body cleansed and protected. You're doing salt baths or scrubs frequently, if not every day. That you're using some sort of Palo Santo, sage, frankincense, and myrrh, or anything of the sort that vibes with you, essential oils. Whatever works for you personally, because everybody has their own combination of things, altar candles and all of that. All right, toxic karmics, crimes against humanity will be exposed to the world, which I think we're seeing slowly but surely. But that looks like all these things are speeding up. This is a short timetable here. Let's see. Toxic karmics, health and mental on a sharp decline. It's really harsh karma coming their way for the things that they did. They could have did things to try to make your mental decline, like we saw down here with the science card. And when I was shuffling, I kept seeing the Scorpio death card, which is very interesting in this deck. But anyway, they could have did things to do that to you, so it got returned to sender, and that's what's going to happen to them. It's their own harsh karma for the things that they wished upon and did to you. Except it's going to stick because it's a little different when it comes as karma from God. Toxic karmics, trying the baby trap, run. So for those of you single out there, you got a baby daddy or something like that, and he's trying to come back around, or you got a situationship or something like that, and you know this person is toxic or karmic, or you've been wondering about it, I would, steer clear. I wouldn't even tell you to use protection with this person. I would personally say just steer clear of this person altogether, because they are trying to put you in a cycle where you will have to be involved with them for the rest of your life. So I would steer clear of that. Toxic karmics, publicly exposed for abusing kids and disabled humans, and they'll be arrested. That's so completely disgusting. If you watched yesterday's, which video was it? Yeah, the karmic video that I did live yesterday, then you saw this as well. So that's something that's from 60 to 63 years old is involved in this energy, this darkness, this nastiness towards you. Toxic karmics being watched by law, busted. So it looks like they're getting busted very soon. And someone particularly in the ages of 60 and 63 that could be masterminding or funding in some kind of a way, doing magic or heavily just participating in this in some kind of a way, is going to get busted very soon. They're already being watched by good law enforcement who, take their oaths and mean it for everybody. Upgrade. Local move of a home or business, blessing from God. And we saw that coming in for you. We keep starting to see that repeat as well. So we know that's energy that's coming in for you. When it repeats again, it's starting to come in faster if you're vibing with my timeline. Tried to play you like a fool. So these energies really did. I mean, they're going to try to come back potentially and play you like a fool during this time. But that is not going to work. You're too close to a completion of this cycle. Everything started moving fast. This cycle's moving very, very fast, especially with these two next to each other. This is definitely moving fast. All right. Try to play you like a fool, though, but you probably already know. Another note to you relocating and upgrading just in this reading. This is the third one. If that's something you're working on and you're looking for that blessing to come through, you got to give me a thumbs up for that. All right. They know they're going to jail or prison for the things that they did to you because they tried to play you like a fool, and they've been being watched by law enforcement and they don't even know how long. And you brought the tower to them. Toxic karmics are being exposed as true bigots on the TV news. So you even have people that are racist and bigots in participation with these things that you're bringing the tower on, who have also been being watched and who are also participating in this negative energy against you or somebody or just around you or whatever. But it looks like it's all connected to them going to jail together. Toxic karmics playbook of hate is going to be publicly exposed. I'm sure that'll come out and how they harm. And we saw the destruction of the grid already, and we keep seeing that. So we know that the system of hate is going to come out as well, and how in which they kept everything forced down your necks for so long, forced down your throats for so long. You have manifestations arising and coming up during this time, which is beautiful. You've been working on manifesting godly blessed things. It looks like those things are coming in for you. Toxic karmics testify against their leaders in courts. So they're going to be testifying against one another in court. Some of these people probably have already come forward and brought evidence and things against these things. and have already signed up to be a witness. Godly energy. So huge positive energy shift for you coming in now, for you high vibing beings that are vibing with this reading. If you resonate with this in some kind of a way, appreciate the thumbs up. All right. But this is beautiful because we do see an energy shift. That's for darn sure with this universe here. We know you're successfully graduated or completed some sort of a strenuous cycle, and you have abundance coming in because they're all tied together to you telling the truth. Anyway, toxic karmics confused. They can't even think straight. Yeah, and they're really not going to be able to think straight in court when people are telling the truth. Their own friends and buddies are telling the truth. Stolen funds are being returned to you. That could be part of that money that we talked about a little bit earlier, but victims are going to see stolen money from illicit things being returned to them because huge mistakes were made. People made the choice. A lot of times when mistakes are made, the mistakes are not accidental. You know what I mean? They are a course of a series of deliberate choices and actions of coordinations and things. You know, you got a check coming in. Could be because of the stolen funds being returned, or because somebody overcharged you or made some sort of mistake on something, something of that sort. But when I say check coming in, it doesn't mean a paycheck. So that would be outside of your normal paycheck for those of you who might work, who might be tuning in right now. Or whenever you get to see this video. All right. And we have a brother could be involved in these huge mistakes that were being made towards you. You're going to have something more common with these new situations coming in. You have a energy coming in around you, a new person, somebody, a more counterpart energy, could be an earth sign. Female or male energy is out of balance. You got somebody, a brother potentially, whose female and male energy is out of balance, who gossips and lies about you, but their destiny is being corrected, which means so is theirs. You have fast moving energy, and we already saw that with the positive flow of new energy coming in, but that also means that they have fast moving energy to clearing up their lies and things of that nature. Fast moving energy for the truth to come out about this black magic, this demonic energy, and all this fortitude shown to harm people and keep them from their fertility and abundance, and all the methods in which is used to do that. Okay, toxic karmics cannot pay their loans. So some of them could have took out pricey, car loans. Maybe somebody went and bought a supercar or something crazy like that, thinking they were about to reap off of your demise or your harm in some kind of a way. And now they can't pay these loans outside of the fact that the gossip and lies are being exposed and people have to go to, court and things like that. They have lawyers to pay, Disloyal family and blood relatives are involved with this, and we saw that with the father, with the brother energy there. Toxic karmics are intimidated. Toxic karmics intimidated others against you, but there will be full public exposure. Bad karma. Education and new hobbies. So you'll be taking on new hobbies during this time. You'll be having time for self-care coming up. You could have already taken on some sort of a new hobby or new pursuit, whether that be spiritually, physically, or mentally, But these things are open and in your energetic field right now. And it's also suggested. So if you wanted to try to learn how to do something new, learn how to take a painting class or just whatever it is, it's suggested. All right. Toxic karmics making you a bad offer. So beware of any bad job offers, low settlements, when people are trying to insult you and your intelligence in some kind of a way. Bad offers of relationships of any kind, whether you're moving, buying a car, buying a home, or anything. Be wary. If it gives you any sort of a bad vibe, say no. Toxic karmics are getting divorced and breaking up now. Illicit businesses are closing because they had too much time to play instead of build their businesses legitimately. They had too much time to, drink and party and try to create, play with magic and try to create illusions and stuff in other people's life. So it just looks like, that was a bad idea. All right, an old friend is involved in this and also could be a toxic karmic trying to come back and make you an offer of some sort. Don't take it because you have solid business wins coming in. So I wouldn't take any offers from anybody from the past or accept any friends back from the past because they're certainly not your friend. They're involved in this nasty energy towards you. So if you've cut them off, let them stay there. Particularly if they are a Libra or an Aries. All right. Losing everything because of their bad karma. Now, so it looks like toxic people around you, family, friend, or chosen foe, are going to start losing everything, obviously, because their karma is being returned to them. Your spiritual team is kicking their ASS in all the realms. So I think that's a big part of the reason you have smooth sailing ahead and you're godly protected. You're protected down here on the earth. You have such a strong spiritual team, high ranking spiritually. You're a divine being that wasn't the energy to come towards to attack. And it looks like, all that energy is being returned to sender. People love your truthful nature. So again, real deal, holy filled people who are authentic and tell the truth and walk in light, they love you. It's the demonic haters that got a problem with you because you won't go down to their level and participate in nasty things, because you won't backstab friends and family, because you won't harm people or gang stalk people, or because you won't be part of a work trafficking system or anything else. The good people like and respect you. And they love the fact that you keep it real and you're yourself. So anything else, Scott? Thank you so much. And thank you to those of you who honestly came here today to get some good info, learn some truth, get a little good vibes from me today, and bring some good vibes to me. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. So we have surrender to the divine, full moon. And I think you've done that energy. We also see a clearing of some dark energy because you've done so. And we see the rewards of you doing that. Full moon could be a big cycle for you coming up. Could have been a big cycle for you last full moon. Moving into this full moon, lots could have happened and has taken place. And you have a lot of cycles that are about to change now as a result of that. So we have hold your vision and balance spirituality and practicality. So we have full moon in Pisces and fixed moon. So again, you can have some sort of a Pisces in the background who's unbalanced. It could be a brother energy, possibly. We saw that card come out, or an old friend. We saw that energy come out too, specifically. So hold your vision, continue to move forward because, like I said, these people try to create illusions or whatever, and you already got the high ground. So just stay there, basically, and let them fall all over themselves and continue to expose themselves. Look at that. Their emotions all running high and everything with this supermoon energy. They're probably running around doing things, acting like plum fools and showing just how ignorant they truly are. At any rate, you have great balance and everything coming into your life. And this energy got some things to deal with because conclusions, this is full moon energy is popping off. Full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. So these things are just wrapping up. So it's good for you and bad for anybody who did nothing to correct anything. All this harm and hurt or whatever they threw and slung your way. Very karmic energy, very toxic, dark energy. Just pure dark energy. There's no way else to say it. It was very clear to see the cards that we pulled. Truth is truth. Those who suppress the truth just gotta end up on the wrong side of history where they chose to be. Because it looks like all of their truths are coming out, and that's for sure. We're starting to see certain things repeat, and we know that's happening fast. Success in business is in store for you. This wish answer says no, but I really think that's them not getting their wish because they didn't surrender to the divine. And then we have 3 being the lucky number, and we have 6 as well. And then it says, a woman will soon invite you to her home and she will bring you good luck. So vibe out with the great energy and who's the vibey positive energy and who's the bad toxic energy. And just keep yourself away from the toxic energy and don't take any invites from those people and don't invite them to your home. you know? And then we have persist and you will be more successful. So keep pushing whatever you're doing, and it's going to be fine. Hold your vision, like this card says. Success for you if you carry through. So keep pushing, balance yourself in your daily life. You know what I mean? Conclusions are in reach. Hold your vision. Basically, God is like, they're almost about to wrap this ish up. So just let them continue to finish wrapping up the destiny corrections and expose who they need to expose publicly to get this done. All right. You are a great leader and don't discourage quickly. So continue to stay on your path, okay? Don't be discouraged. You are on the right path. If you're feeling sad or down for some reason, try to do something to elevate your mood. Do something that makes you feel good. Some form of self-care you can do for yourself. Write down to paint your nails or something. If that's something you like to do, go take a walk, go play with your dogs or something, or children, pets. Let's get some initials, Scott. Can you please let us know first, middle, or last initials, any sort of group that might be involved or things of that nature in trying to create these blocks and illusions that are cleared. All right. We have LUXR, M, and R. We also have GEASY, W, and C. And with that, we also have CMSOLANR. So let's wrap this up as we always do with a little inspiration for God's lambs. There we go. All right. And then we have, God will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. And we kind of touched on staying on the right hand of God a little bit earlier. And I just kind of feel like that kind of ties in perfectly. And then we have trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So continue to stay on the right path. Don't discourage and continue to move forward, because you're going to see some clowns out here trying to do intimidation things because it's the last dust of juice they have left. They can't do anything else, so they have to physically show themselves in methods trying to intimidate, which are going to be very, very costly stones as they try to prevent the truth coming out and all. But with that said, I hope you guys like this reading. I'm Bree. If you did, make sure you go ahead and hit the notification bell when you subscribe. And if you need to clean out this negative, funky energy, go ahead and go over to Awake 3333 Meditations and vibe out to some cool music there and get your chakras cleansed and in alignment. Make sure you check yesterday's videos. Today's upload at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I upload daily at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time right now. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will see you all back here soon. Thank you so much for watching and participating. For those of you who did today participate, I really appreciate it. And it looks like instead of my computer being frozen like at the end of yesterday's live, it looks like my mouse is having troubles this time ending the live stream. So I guess we can keep going with the live stream a little longer then, because I can certainly pull some more karmic cards, and we can pull out the love karmic cards actually, because I'm in no rush. So let's pull out some karmic love cards. Since my mouse isn't working and YouTube and my Mac seems to be so controlled by others, let's pull some more cards. Let's see how this relates to you romantically. Went from suppressing me to not wanting me to end the live. Let's keep it going. That's not obvious. Technical interference. That doesn't require hacking to be able to do. All right, let's get into it. Let's get a few romantic cards. All right. Someone 48 to 51 years old could be involved in some sort of aspect in your romantic life. They could be a water sign. They love your class, beauty, and brains. For those of you, you might have hard feelings with this person, might not be attached to this person, or someone from your past, a karmic, has hard feelings towards you. Someone is scared to commit coming in, or was previously scared to commit. I think they were previously scared to commit because it says here, I'll listen to false info, forgive me. So it looks like something potentially ended or didn't come together because somebody listened to lies and slander, and it turned into a one-sided situation. Maybe they found God now, and they you are being blessed. You are blessed. You are being blessed by God. Karmic rewards are coming in for you. So you do have somebody coming in for you, whether it's this person from the past or somebody new. They can be touchy-feely and like to show like public displays of affection. This will be a much more positive energy coming towards you. That'll be a much better reflection of who you are on the inside. Last person was immature, still talking about one more chance. You're going to want to not do that. You could have been engaged to, I mean, it's up to you, but it's not advised. You could have been engaged to this last person or even married, but you have somebody else coming in for you that is more in alignment with you for that. They only like what you can do for them is this toxic energy. They could have a May birthday, or the new person coming in could have a May birthday, being blamed for the mistakes of others. Is them trying to project they did all this horrible stuff to you, and they're trying to blame you for the things they did to you and trying to come back to you at the same time. What kind of sense does that make? So like if you're interested, go with the new energy. And then you have 40-year-old virgin. So you could have been celibate for a while because we see all these STDs running around behind you and people trying to get people pregnant and all kind of crazy stuff, nasty behaviors. So you could be, just keeping your body cleansed and protected, and staying celibate and connecting with, source higher, working towards your abundance and things instead. You have an energy that is truly ready for a relationship coming in, though. They could be physically very fit for you, or that could just be something that you guys get into together as a new hobby or something of that sort. They think you're a strong feminine energy, or you have a strong feminine energy entering your life. We brought the worst in each other. There's a strong feminine energy around you as well, blaming you for the things that they did, and you need to cut that toxic person off. So let's see. Looks like I still can't end my live. My mouse is not working, although it is connected. So I think we should move on to my other handwritten deck and see a little bit more specifics. Let's get a little bit more specifics. Let's see. I'm just watching back right now on my phone. Looks like it froze for playback on these devices. And it's only playing on my TV screen. You know how they shadow ban, but Wi-Fi is being disrupted to my phone. Only to my phone, kind of like how my mouse is being disrupted. So we can just go into these new cards and make this one of the marked videos as well. So let's see who's specifically in on it and what they've been doing. I haven't pulled these cards out in a while. But let's see. God, can you tell us who and what is involved? Lower realm support. These energies had lower realm support. Will physically hurt themselves to try to hurt you. So these are the type of people that are just completely reckless and don't really care who they hurt, so long as they can hurt you. Again, just very dark, demonic energy. What else can you say? What else can you say? Sorry, guys, we're just checking on my Wi-Fi and my connections and which devices are and are not working. So far, it looks like my phone is just now reconnecting. If it connects. All right, sorry, guys. I have to track things simultaneously sometimes. Can't get out of their own trap. So it looks like the very people who trapped you are trapped by their own doings. You are so powerful, and they probably really hate that. So I have super high Wi-Fi here, and I showed you guys how my phone is hacked anyway. So I just wanted recording right now because actually I should be on the live video because that's the video that I was watching. I never took it back or anything else. So I'm sorry, you guys can fast forward this part at playback, but I just like to show their intentional disruptions as my case is going to be exposed very soon. And some stuff happened when I went to the gas station this morning and all kind of fun stuff. But anyway, I just need to show this on this video. But anyway, you are a powerful person. You're powerful, and that's why they came for you, because you're blessed and you're highly ordained. You're a blessing from God to this earth, and you're here to do very spiritual things. So that's why they come for you. They try to break those who are powerful, break those who have willpower, break those who won't do evil things for them or participate in their evil circus. You can astral travel, and you've probably been astral traveling a lot lately. You probably have a lot of insights and downloads and things like that coming in with this Ace of Swords energy. And we already know, I'm covering the card right now, but we already know you're the matriarch, and we know how intelligent the matriarchal energy is. So you've probably just been astral traveling a lot and getting a lot of downloads and doing your thing in, 5D and above to bring down here to the 3. All right, trying to cover up what they did. Your family is out there trying to cover up all the harmful things they did, all those text messages they sent. They could have wrote contracts in your name, policies and things of that nature. No time too late for that. Paid your family to abandon you. So see, your family is out there trying to cover up the things that they did. Your family and friends could have been paid to abandon you, hurt you, harm you, set you up in any sort of capacity or participate in it. And they did. And they're receiving karma, as we saw earlier. I just had a whole ton of cards totally just fall. I cannot take all of these cards. It is so many. So many. So many. So let me grab these cards. All right. Let me get this stack for some reason. Okay. Agency. Let's see. Agency cover company. Oh, there are agencies out there covering up offshore accounts that companies have. Don't give up and don't give in, because there's no reason to. They've already lost. Anyway, gang stalkers left and replaced with 3-letter agents. So if you had gang stalking happening to you and group stalking happening to you, the perks could have moved and they could have replaced them with other people who are actually just, 3-letter agents. Looking up the Hebrew meaning of numbers. So when you're seeing sequences of numbers, for those of you who see synchronicities and things of that nature, make sure you look up the Hebrew meaning too, and not just like the angel number, because that's very surface level, and it's mostly it relates often more to love than actual footsteps of life. So make sure you look up the Hebrew meaning regardless of your religion if you are not somehow ostracized for reading other theologies and things. Protection. Make sure you have altars and candles. Soulless agent ops or perks are around you. Make sure you bind any monitoring spirits and get on YouTube and find out how to do it. You have a racist around you. Regardless, frankly, people, it doesn't matter if you're white or Anglo-Saxon, whatever you want to call your place of birth. There are people who hate everybody. You know what I mean? There are literally people on the earth that hate white people. You know what I mean? There are people that hate black people. There are people that hate brown people and Asian people. There are people that hate themselves and want to be another race. So there's that kind of bigoted energy around you and being expressed towards you, and is a big part of the reason while you could have been going through anything, because you have a pure spirit. You have that pure, beautiful, light, energetic spirit that we talked about earlier. And that's why a lot of these things are happening to you. So let's see. And then we have stole your DNA from a hospital, doctor, or clinic. Cover up by an agency. Not anymore. Those things are illegal and against any number of rights. Sorry if any of these things happen to you, because it's pretty terrible that these things even exist. It makes me weirded out sometimes when I channel and I have to write these cards. Intentional roadblock placed. So it looks like these people did things to intentionally place blocks in your life and create harm and different things like that. But it looks like these cover-ups and roadblocks that they've placed go back to them. And the roadblocks become openings of truth, because every roadblock they have to place has a trail to it being built, basically, if that makes any sense. Whoa, that's a big stack. Okay. Let's see what else. Some of these nasty energies are getting their negative deeds returned back to them karmically, returned to sender up to 10 times for the things that they've done to you, because you're a magical being and you're a pure spirit, and they hate that. And you're going to be experiencing freedom, which you also saw in the other karmic readings. If you saw those in the other readings I've been posting lately, they wanted to disrupt your freedom and keep you encaged in their grid or whatever, or your family wanted to, do horrible things, but they're getting busted. All right, break the chains. You broke the chains, you're free, and they don't like that. Break your ancestral chains. Again, so you broke the ancestral chains, the chains attached to you, and you're free, and they absolutely don't like that, because you've refocused your time and your energy on other things and more positive things. And you're not focused on it because you're a pure spirit. You're focused on all this positivity we already saw and read for you, all these finances, the new homes, and all this stuff coming in for you, these checks we saw, that big money. You're focused on moving forward, and what you got to do, this abundance coming in because you told the truth and you're getting this completion and this successful cycles. But they out here running around and you're focused on blowing up. They could have been using candle magic against you, but we see how none of that's working. And if you're spiritual, you probably keep your energy cleansed anyway, but you're highly protected anyway. They are trying to create illusions, which we see that didn't even work. Protect the kids. They harm kids too. We saw that earlier. So that's another note to you who have kids. Protect your children. Keep an extra close eye on them during this time, who they're with, who's their babysitter, and even if they're family, keep a close eye on them. Get a nanny cam and things like that. Telling on themselves because they're paranoid. I've been experiencing that myself. Let's see. What does this one say? They may LOL in your face, but they cry, drink, and drug alone because they're scared as hell. So these people may be laughing, coughing, drinking, and drugging and stuff, and trying to act like they're too cool for school. But frankly, they're really scared as hell of the things that they did and the repercussions for the things that they've done. And when they're alone, they're stuck thinking about it. Witness comes forward. You have witnesses coming forward against these people. You have Brokeback Mountain male energy. If you know what that means, you know what that means. Nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful movie. I think it won some Oscars and stuff like that. But that's the energy, the secrecy energy around you. Everybody want to be the tough guy, but behind closed doors, they have failed. God is so funny. God does not play with my gifts. That is so funny. Oh my God. That is just funny. Victory is near. Victory is near. God is so good. God does not play. Try to remain calm because victory is near. Try not to get too excited and elated and all that kind of stuff. And don't tell people about the victories and stuff that you have coming in from who, what, where, when, and how. Keep them out your business, especially if you've ever had to think twice about them. Palo Santo, keep your energy and space clean. Someone is being sneaky around you. So again, keep your space clean, but they're scared now. They want your soul to replace theirs. Impossible. Legal in court, they could have tried to create some sort of a false document in order to get your soul or something of that nature, but that is utterly ridiculous and certainly only attaches them and the participants. Let me stop laughing at these idiotic demons, because that is just stupid. Anyway, you can vanquish the demons with prayer because they're stupid. This is just like light work for God. Oh my God. Anyway, sponsored fake news has been going on around you. People can be telling you fake stories. You can see things that you know are obviously fake when you turn on the news or see things in your social media stream and stuff like that. But these kind of things get exposed. Middle realm support. So you actually have support right down here in a 3D to help you with this. You can free yourself, and we already saw the freedom card. Think you've done that, but for those of you who might be a little behind on this energy, it's a note to let you know that you can free yourself with prayer and cleansing yourself with like Palo Santo and all the other things that we mentioned and that I mentioned all the time in my readings. Mad you won't be their sheep. Yeah, they're mad because you won't join their demonic flock of sheep, that you're a lamb of God, that you walk in the light. And they can't force you to do evil demonic things. They couldn't use magic. They couldn't intimidate you with demonic things. They couldn't intimidate you by creating roadblocks and barriers and disruptions and medical issues and monetary issues in your life. Well, who would want to join that? That's what you do. And that's what you do to your people, and that's what you do to innocent people. Who wants to join that? You got to be an idiot. That sounds like snakes biting their own tail to me. So that's why they come towards you, because you're a spiritual being. You're of the light, like we already saw. And they want you on the dark side, which is no side. They've already lost. So you have a friend trying to cover up also what they did to you, along with family, and they hurt you for less than $5,000. So you have some family and friend members that didn't even receive $5,000, and they were so ready to hurt you. So you got the upper hand, though. Probably had it for years. They probably have no idea what's going on when they get busted, how anything happens or anything. How long do you know you've been attacked or hurt by them? They probably have no idea, which is probably why if you are a victim of gang stalking, which is all this really is, which is why you're a victim in the first place. Because you were always the one selected that was never going to join. You were always the one that was more closer to God and things of that nature. You were always the more spiritually gifted, so they came towards you and things like that. You were always the black sheep of the family or something, or you were always the one that, regardless of how kind and sweet and charitable you are always the one people are jealous of and think they should have what you have, but couldn't survive a day in your shoes, and certainly couldn't survive the way they attack you. With that said, you found your way out of the storm rewards. You got the upper hand and you're going to be rewarded for it. And we saw all those divine rewards coming in earlier. Huge blessings, romantic and otherwise. So much evidence collected against them. It's just overwhelming at this point. They're trying to sell you on the dark web. So some of you could have images of you in your shower, your home, and other things being sold on the dark web, which is all going to come out anyway. The illicit streaming setup and how they set up their gang stalking victims and auction and all that kind of stuff. It's really disgusting. And then they all sit back on their devices and watch and listen to you in their homes and pay per view and all of that kind of stuff. Too bad my mouse isn't working. It still isn't working, guys. My mouse still isn't working on my iMac that's had nothing but trouble with all the other people connected, and this reading was going to be maybe about 20 minutes long before my devices started getting played with while recording as usual. Oh, what do you know? Now my mouse works again. I've had to pull out the entire USB, turn it off and on, and it works again. Weird. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this stack, and then we'll wrap up this reading. Never lose faith in the Creator God. And I don't think you did, which is why you're getting all of these blessings, but these people did, and we already know what happens with the faithless during revelations and judgment and all that. Your ancestors need you to send ancestor money. So if you participate in that culturally and that's something you do as part of your culture, then go ahead. Call in the archangels too. They are there and willing to respond for sure. it's a trap or setup. So we saw that a little bit earlier where somebody was going to try to make you a bad offer. It's just a trap or setup. So just avoid it. They're using your birth chart to try to harm you, basically. Negative family bond or cord. We saw those cords being cut already, but that's kind of where the root of this came from. It would have been your family that got you involved in this. It's because you walk in the light. We talked about that already. That could have something to do with this, some sort of a fake of you, trying to fake being you, somebody on the internet pretending to be you, somebody using your pictures and stuff and sending text messages and things. It's fake though. It goes back to them. You could be an ascended master at this point, but you can also call in the ascended masters to help you during this time, in addition to the archangels. And also illicit businesses are closing. And we saw that earlier, and we keep seeing that. Stuck in the cycle they tried to put you in. We saw that too earlier in a different one. They can't break you, but they keep trying, and they just make it a lot worse on themselves, which is kind of funny because you're part of God's army and you won't fall for their temptation. And they're mad because you know you're right and they are failing. Ain't that something? Black magic return to sender, making them crazy and act out. I think this is the most eloquent and perfect way to wrap up this reading. I hope you guys really like this style of reading. And if you do, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Doesn't matter. I'm suppressed anyway. That'll come out. With that said, I'm Bree. I hope you guys like this reading. Stay tuned for the reading tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can check back readings up to 3 weeks ago because you might be in that energy right now. Thank you so much for watching today. For those of you who genuinely came to view, get some information, spread some love, and receive some, I appreciate it. I'm Bree. I'll see you later. Bye.